Well, let's start with you, Milo. Why did you single out a transgender student for ridicule during a recent speech you made on her campus? Did you do that?
Well, yes. First of all, wasn't a student. He had already left the university. And I make no apologies for protecting women and children from men who are confused about their sexual identity.
Well, I'm confused about who this is because pronouns are so important. If you call Caitlyn Jenner he, you're a bad person.
So yeah, I did it on purpose.
You did. So this is a man who...
I misgendered this person.
Right. So this is a man, born man, who wants to...
thinks that he might be a girl.
Okay.
And
you have a problem with that?
No, I don't have a problem with it, but I think that women and girls should be protected from having men who are confused about their sexual identities in their bathrooms. That's not unreasonable. That person who was an activist who took their own university to court to force his way into the female locker rooms had already left college by the time I gave that speech. And that was totally misreported by the press, just like they misreport everything else.
Jack, where do you stand on weirdos peeing?
Well, it sounds like fake news.
Did you just call transgender people weirdos?
Just to fuck with him.
That's really rude.
I think you two are doing a great job with this topic. I'm going to continue to keep going with it.
I don't really know anything. I'm just the pop star.
I just think it's sad because the same arguments that we use against gay people, treating them like aliens who just wanted to fuck anything that moved, and that's why we should avoid them at all costs.
No, I think there's a big difference.
Well, let me finish my thought, please. No, it's true. There's a difference without a distinction because it's using the same type of arguments. It's like when people try to compare gay and black. Yeah, they're not the same thing. No. We share an invisibility. People didn't see us in society, and gay people hid out from society. Mm-hmm. But there were a lot of the same issues that you have to deal with when you're marginalized.
We understand people can be discriminated against.
Well, no, that's a group that's marginalized, and so the attack. You can always find an extreme person that becomes the object of your attack to assign that to everybody. So if you say, well, that person is weird or they want to commit sexual assault, then everybody thinks all transgender people want to do is commit sexual assault.
Well, they are disproportionately involved in those kinds of crimes.
They're what?
Vastly disproportionately involved in sex crime.
Who is?
Transgender people?
Yes.
Based on what statistic?
I don't know.
That's not a controversial statistic. And
it is a controversial statistic.
And frankly, you're saying, you're suggesting these people are the victims of some kind of discrimination. Well, I'm saying to you, this is a psychiatric disorder.
I didn't say discrimination.
This is a psychiatric disorder, like identity disorder, or like sociopathy or something. I don't want these people around little girls in Boston.
No. I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. This is what I said. The same argument we used against gay people. You should do your homework because
it was wrong then. It's right now. That's perfectly
No. Homosexuality was called a disorder. It was a psychological disorder.
Maybe it is. I feel pretty disordered.
Well, maybe you are.
Maybe it is.
But most homosexuals are not.
You know what? No, I think most gays have a long road, actually. Most gays have a long road to coming to terms with their sexuality, and
because
all of them end up
of the way
happy
society
treats
them.
No, of course it isn't. Don't be ridiculous.
No, of course it's the way society treats them. If society said we're fine with gay people and it's 1890, you think in 1990 people are going to have an issue?
You're being very obtuse. If I can't produce a child with the person I love, if I can't produce a child...
All I know is this. I have one quick question. I'm not a journalist, and I may just be an old spy, but you were talking about confusion. Were we talking about you?
What?
Because you sound very confused. You were talking about people being confused about their sexuality, their position in the world.
No,
I've been to Port Said in Naples, and you look like you've been there a few times. But because you seem to be very confused about who you are and what you are.
Pulling your wallet out, sweetheart.
Yeah, that's all right, shipmate.
Oh.
No,
See, do you always have to fight with everybody?
I don't. We were having such a nice time, but you always invite such awful people on your show. They're so stupid.
Look at...
No, come on. You need to start inviting higher IQ guests, or this is going to be a disaster.
First of all, wait.
These are very high.
Wait, hold on, Bill. You can go fuck yourself, all right?
Yeah.
Jack, because
if this is the face of the Nazis...
If your argument is that these people are stupid, you didn't hear a word this man said early in this segment, because he can talk circles around your pathetic, douchey little ass for a moment. And one last thing, and I'll let you defend it. Leslie Jones is not barely literate. Go fuck yourself again for that one.
Oh, read her Twitter feed. She can barely spell.
thoughtful person and very funny.
No,
Go ahead,
excuse
Jack.
me, excuse me. She can barely spell.
Larry, I'm a great fan of yours, man.
I'm a fan of yours.
We
Jack.
are all about the First Amendment here, and Milo,
Yeah.
go for it, brother, because I think what they did to you in Berkeley was
Wow,
atrocious.
talk about strange bedfellows.
Are you kidding me? Why would that be strange? He's so handsome. That wouldn't be strange bedfellow. We'd make a lovely couple. We'd make a beautiful couple.
But
We would make a beautiful couple.
You know, you're relatively
He's
young.
white, so I'd say
just-
no.
I
But
just-
no, you'd make a beautiful couple.
Just shut up for 1 fucking second. Really, I mean, look, this is the beginning of your career. People are only just starting to hate you.
I've got so many more years.
I'm just saying, you have the potential to morph. I mean, you remind me like of a young, gay, alive Christopher Hitchens. But yeah, but you got to lose that kind of shit by telling them they're
telling people they're stupid?
you
They
know
are
what?
being stupid.
This guy has
you can't say
done.
people are
This guy
stupid when
has
they're
done
stupid.
things that
Yes.
allowed you to fucking live.
All right.
You know, it's just
Milo, what we would do. I don't know Larry that well. I do know Malcolm very well. Malcolm and I have debated many times. We have become friends. The four of us are going to go out and buy beer together, right? Republicans with our magic R will pay for it, okay?
Well,
buy beer.
I don't know because unlike the rest of the people on the panel, I have the optic.
Milo, I have just one quick question.
Yes.
Are you the real true face of the alt-right? Because I thought the Nazis were in there. How did they take you on board?
This is one of the enduring mysteries of American media.
Oh, it's
How
a
can this
mystery.
movement be a anti-Semitic, white supremacist, hateful, bigoted, racist, homophobic movement, and
With
a gay
great
Jew who
pearls.
never shuts up about his black boyfriend is the head of it? Something's not quite right.
Yeah,
The pearls.
except that like they're not all your fans. Some of them are your
No,
fans.
they hate me. They hate me. I'm
Right.
saying this is the
Then
alt-right.
I like you.
Well, they don't all hate you.
No, you see, this is what the media doesn't report.
But
The
you're
Daily
playing a-
Stormer hates me. They declared holy war against me. The worst people on the very far left and the very, very far right all hate me. They all hate me.
Okay.
I think you're leaving out a lot of people.
But you're welcome here.
You see, it's a perfect,
I'm the president. I'm trying to.
perfect example of how humor can bring people together.
Former Congressman Jack Kingston, what
I don't want a question. This is going real well. I'm just going to sit here.
what evidence of voter fraud have you seen that leads you to believe Donald Trump's claims? Yeah, Donald Trump and that guy we showed, Stephen Miller, said, I corroborate the president 100%. 2 to 3 million people voted illegally. I mean, this is one of those alt facts that has been disproved. There have not been anywhere near these kind of amounts of people who voted illegally. You're not really on that train, are you?
There are some concerns.
Choo, choo.
1.8 million people who are dead are registered to vote.
Why did
That's
people
not
always
the
vote
same
Democrat?
thing.
Can you tell me
You
that?
know that's not the same thing.
Why
We're
do
talking
dead
about
people always vote
in-person voter fraud.
I heard there was-
The people on the rolls who are dead are not showing up to vote. That's what he said. Yes, they are.
Some of them are.
3
Different Democrat
million?
fraud. Not this Democrat fraud, a different
Come
kind of
on,
Democrat fraud.
Jack. Give me some
You know,
hope.
there are 20 million people who are improperly registered, and we're concerned about those. That's a
There were 4 cases of in-person voting fraud, 75%, or 3 of them were Trump voters trying to prove there was voting fraud.
The only
There's a
sorry,
woman in
guys,
Texas.
the only voter fraud. The only voter fraud was getting the American people to believe the false equivalency that Hillary and Trump were of equal horribleness.
Right. I agree. And that's the liberals.
Yeah, I agree with
That's
that.
voter fraud.
She was way worse.
She's way worse. Excuse me.
Larry,
Someone who
should
panders to gays while taking money from Saudi Arabia, I'll take Trump any fucking day.
Wait, you'll take Russian spies over Saudis? Okay, thanks.
Actually, yeah. I probably would.
Are you American?
No, he's not American.
Fuck off. What that guy said.
No, I said he could go fucking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You like pain.
Are you kidding me?
It
I'm
doesn't hurt you.
I'm gonna jerk off all day over this. Are you kidding me?
He's dishing it out.
I got 2 out of 3. I got 2 out of 3. Go fuck yourselves. I got 1 more. Come on. What do we disagree
It's
on?
not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Oh, come on.
I only said it after you called
What do
me
we
stupid.
disagree? We're going to disagree on something. I need to get a fuck you from all 3.
All right.
It's not going to happen.
All right. Fuck you, shut up. Larry, should comedians agree to perform at the White House Correspondents' correspondents' dinner. This is a big controversy.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Are you kidding me, Bill?
Okay.
I mean, what?
I'm reading a question.
Oh, I know. Yes. Bill, what are you saying? Yes. No, Bill, I mean, this is to go along with the whole free speech thing. What an opportunity. You have Donald Trump, the president there, Donald June-ing, right? I mean, you have the opportunity to stand right next to him and do comedy? You're going to give that up?
It was the comedy at that event that made him run for president.
Yes.
Yes.
No, there's a lot of rich irony in there.
There is.
I don't care who the comedian is. If you're asked to do that, do not turn that down. It's a great opportunity.
Okay. Malcolm, what do you think the relationship is between WikiLeaks and the Trump administration?
Well, first off, for everyone who really thinks WikiLeaks is this, free-spirited, transparency organization, you can just put that to bed. They are a laundromat for Russian intelligence. They were the conduit for all of the stolen emails, and they were pretty open about it. Now, what's really funny about this is when I wrote this in my book, for the number of emails that were hacked, stolen, all the voicemails, everything for 10 months was stolen from the DNC, and then all these other things. I've done operations of a similar size. It would take 300 people working 24-hour shifts, three 8-hour watch shifts to analyze all that data, and then they were doing these precision data dumps. Trump would talk about Pennsylvania. Within 96 hours, every email about Pennsylvania that had ever been sent to the DNC was released.
So
this
wasn't
one
400-pound guy in his bedroom?
No, it was 300 drunk-ass Russian guys in their bedroom. Actually working in an operations center, human intelligence officers, political warfare officers. A massive effort had to take place.
Why didn't the DNC make their computers a little more secure?
Well,
like
the DNC is a private entity like the RNC.
So the RNC was smart enough to take action.
No.
That's what I'm hearing about.
Bullshit. Let me explain something very, very clear. I worked in NSA.
Did you read that?
If we want to dedicate the resources to you, we will get into your system. The Russians just decided they were working for you.
How do you know that?
That's the answer.
How do you know that?
They can go anywhere. They were working for you.
They work for you.
The party of Ronald Reagan. Tear down the wall. The big enemy, Russia. Now they're your friend.
No, best
party over country.
Well, that's all the more
Thank you very
reason I
much.
should have